Dele Alli.
Yes.
We didn't really touch on it too, and Donny van den Beek. I think Frank Lampard's made really pucker signings.
Well, look, there's a player in Dele Alli. I don't quite know what's happened. You're a bit closer at Spurs than I am. You may see a bit more of them than I have, but there's a player in there, and there was a period where he would have been one of the first names on Gareth Southgate's England sheet. He would have been.
Yeah, I know.
Right up there. And his form for club or country is completely gone, of course.
You don't become a bad player when you play 37 games for your country. You're not a bad player.
No, something's... So anyway, look, I think the best decision was to move away. And we've been debating this about Dele Alli for the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
This is not a new topic. So Frank, if he can get a tune out of him, Frank was of his generation, was the best goal-scoring midfielder in the world. If he can get anywhere near, and Frank can get a tune out of him, they might be onto something, Everton.
Okay, Everton fans, 03717 223344. Let's go to Michael, who's a Sunderland fan. Michael, good evening.
All right, Mikey.
Evening, lads. How we doing?
Yeah, we're good. What do you make of this whole situation at Sunderland? Because I'll be honest, I was a fan of Lee Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind him. I know a lot of fans were a bit hit and miss with him. I don't know if it's because of how he spoke when we got beat or when we won. I didn't mind him, and then when I heard he was sacked, I was a little bit disappointed. But I'm at a point now where I generally don't know who we should hire, and I don't think Roy Keane is the answer.
Why?
Okay.
It's nostalgic for me. I mean, I had a look at the last time he managed a side, and it was Ipswich in 2011, I think it was.
Yes.
So that's well over a decade.
Yeah.
The game's changed. I think you mentioned before that players are a lot different to what they were then.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think like going for the nostalgic look is a way to go forward. It might be a great injection in terms for say 3 or 4 games, but
yeah,
it could be a car crash. We're third in the league. We're not too far off from getting promoted if we push for it.
So you're not.
I don't know how it's going to turn out.
You're not having it at all.
Not for me, no. I don't.
I hear you.
You look on the list and you see who's in charge, and you can't pick a name out of the list because who's there to pick?
They must have someone.
West Brom was just sacked Ishmael.
Yeah,
I'd go after him.
Well,
Sunderland are a big club.
Yeah, and it does sound like from just the bookies, and they don't often get things wrong. There's something going on. There's no smoke without fire.
Oh, absolutely. Of
It's
course.
a smoke machine.
Yeah.
It's just a smoke
Well,
machine.
we got linked with a guy from Australian football from the A-League last time I checked. I'm thinking, who else? Who are we going to pick up? Anyone? This is the thing. This is why I'm really confused. I want to see the club progress as a fan. It breaks me heart when you see that we're in a.
But do you feel like this is why Sunderland are where they are, Michael? Because of decisions like this? Like Lee Johnson's had a bit of a tough period, but all teams have tough periods. It's not like you're throwing millions and millions of pounds at it to get out of the league. You, at this moment in time, Sunderland are a League One club, but you're acting like a League One club with your budget and the way you're doing business. So you can't just expect to walk out of the league just because you got the name of Sunderland.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I mean, we're looking at like the Sunderland, it's been going on for almost a decade now, where we've rotated managers and the revolving door aspect of chopping the managers every 6 months, and only paint over the cracks for so long before the club breaks. That's what happened. We were almost bust at one point, and the revolving door of managers hasn't worked. I don't think it will work. I mean, Lee Johnson was in charge of 14 months, and that was, I think, the second longest since Steve Bruce. So that says a lot in terms of how we treat managers and think, putting a quick fix will fix things. This is a pivotal time at the season for us. This is like the first real good chop we've got going up automatically.
Mike,
we can't afford to go into playoffs.
Mike,
it's just disappointing.
Mike, what's going on at Newcastle, mate? I mean, that's got to hurt, hasn't it? I mean, they're the richest team in the world. They're splashing cash. They're going to stay up.
Why are you hurting him?
I'm not. I'm just.
Why are you hurting him?
What do you mean?
Bringing up that for? They're in League One.
Lads, it doesn't bother me what they're doing up the road. I mean,
does it hurt?
I'm going to rub it in by, you know what I mean? It's good to see them splash cash. Will it save them? I don't know.
Would you like them to get relegated, Michael? Well, I tell you, here's a question for you, right?
I mean, that's a silly question.
Here's a question, right?
There.
Here's what I'm going to offer you now. You stay in League One, right? And they get relegated, or they stay up and you get promoted.
Oh, we get promoted every time.
So you want to stay up in the Premier League and
they can stay in the Premier League and buy the Premier League if they want to. I'd rather focus on Sunderland.
Right. And then a couple of years they win the FA Cup and then the League Cup and then.
But in Sunderland, I mean, you never know.
And you get relegated.
Just stop it. Just stop.
I'm only having fun.
Michael, thanks for your call, mate.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.